Welcome to Hoffman Naturopathic, the podcast. I'm Dr. Katherine Hoffman, and this is all about learning to powerfully integrate logic, intuition, and emotion, also known as mind, body, and spirit, to support improvement and expansion in every area of your life. Ready to make some magic happen? Let's get to it. Hey friends, welcome to episode number 6 of the podcast. And today it's all about this paradox of simultaneously being enough and being able to do better. And I'll start by telling you why this has been on my mind, and there are 2 reasons. One is that it's how I approach life. This foundation of I'm good, I can do this, I'm worthy of my experience, I get to have good experiences, and my effort is enough, and I am enough, alongside this fact that I can always do better. I make mistakes all the time. I mess up frequently, and so I can learn to do better, and there's always more to learn, and I've always been a seeker and a learner, and I always want to have as much information as I can, which sometimes leads to a little bit of analysis paralysis, but also it helps me to learn and grow. And so I feel comfortable saying to myself that, I'm doing the best I can with the information that I have, and when I have better information, I know that I will do better, and that's how my life plays out. And also, the reason that this has been coming up for me is that I posted something on Facebook and Instagram a while back that listed a whole bunch of behaviors, ways of thinking about the world, ways of moving in the world, some of which were a little bit controversial. And basically I said that no matter where you fall on this scale, no matter where you're at, it's all good. You're fine. You're doing the best you can, and that's all that you can do. And you are enough. It's enough. And as you might imagine, I got a little bit of feedback from that, or a lot of feedback from that people were saying, Katherine, you're a doctor, you're supposed to have, you can't say that it's okay for people to not vaccinate because, aren't you pro-vaccination? And, you have to, aren't your political beliefs, more liberal or this or that or whatever it is? And of course, I have my own opinions of everything I listed on that list. And at the same time, I don't deserve to judge anyone else. My job is to help people make the decisions that are best for them. And, I can't know what decision is best for you. You know what decision is best for you. And so that's where that post came from, is this just ongoing, number one, self-flagellation, but also naturopathic physicians in general are really good at scaring people and telling them that they need to be different, that they need to live differently, and that they're going to die if they don't, and illness is just around the corner, and we live in a toxic world, and this, that, and the other. And so I posted that really as an antidote to all of that sort of fear-mongering, and I just don't think it's necessary. I think that we all live better when we have compassion for ourselves and when we're able to look in the mirror honestly and say, you know what? I'm good. I'm doing the best I can. I have some questions about this. I maybe could have done this thing a little bit better, and let me go learn about that and let me do better. And so here we are. So I'm just going to first outline for you the sort of 2.5, 3 concepts that go into this, which you might imagine. 2 of them are outlined in the title of the episode. So first things first, you are enough. Just take a minute, let that sink in. You are enough. You're worthy. As you are, this very moment, you are who you're meant to be. You are where you are meant to be, and you are worthy however you are showing up right now. That is true. Whatever you think of it, whether you reject this out of hand, whether this is something that you're trying to take on for yourself, this is something that you're trying to learn to embody, or whether you're already there, yeah, totally, I am 100% worth it, I am 100% enough, I am living my best life. Wherever you fall on that spectrum, this is true. And if you don't believe it right now, it's okay. I believe it for you. I see you. I know that you are enough, and I know that you are worthy. Okay? So that's the first thing. And then at the same time, you can do better. So this is sort of the half step here. So first thing, you are enough. Second thing, at the same time as you're enough, you can do better. And what goes along with this that is also sort of left out, I think, in a lot of this conversation is that you're the only one who knows what that means. So you're the only one who knows what it means for you to do better. Okay, so let's go back to step 1 and just sort of parse this out a little bit. And so saying to yourself and really embodying and accepting the fact that you are enough is radical. It is a radical self-acceptance. It's a radical self-compassion to know that with all of your flaws, with all of your strengths, with all of your weaknesses, whatever shameful moments that have been in your past, whatever glorious shining moments are in your past, all of that taken together, you as a human package, you are enough. And operating from this space of radical self-acceptance really provides safety for honest self-reflection. So you can do better. You're enough, you can do better. But you need this honest self-reflection to be able to do the third step, which is you're the only one who knows. So in the face of honest self-evaluation, then you can see honestly where you've fallen short. And not with judgment, not with, gosh, I'm the worst, I can't believe I did this, but with, oh, shoot, I really wish I hadn't have done that. I now realize that was a mistake. How do I fix it? How do I make this different the next time this situation comes up? So you can see which areas of your life you would want to improve, where you should be improving, not should, I don't like that word, where you could be improving or where you would choose to be improving. And I mentioned this earlier, and this is just something that is really strong in my life right now when I practice. I'm really working on embodying because I get really anxious. And when I get anxious, I get really controlling of the people around me, and I want everything to be a certain way, and I get really irritated and angry, and my poor husband is like, Catherine, you need to chill out. And I'm like, yeah, I know, you're right. So I'm working really hard on walking this all back and being like, okay, I'm the only one I have control over. I'm the only one I need to worry about. Everyone else is autonomous. They all can worry about themselves. It's not my problem. It's not my business. Just work on what's inside. And so I say the same thing to you, that you are the only one who is responsible for yourself. And I've been reading Anne Lamott's new book that just came out, which is called Almost Everything, Notes on Hope. She has this quote in there, which is just beautiful. And I laughed when I read it. She says, quote, "There is almost nothing outside you that will help in any kind of lasting way unless you're waiting for a donor organ." And I think that is just beautiful and so true and so humorous. And so I just wanted to share that to help you sort of bring this all together of you're totally enough, you can do better, and you're the only one who knows how you can do better. And this is an inside job, so it's up to you. And that's the good news and the bad news, right? So I think that this conversation wouldn't be complete without the practical application of how to do that honest self-reflection. And so next week, that's what we're going to get into. Episode 7 is going to be all about how to really do this honest self-reflection in a way that is genuine and not judgmental, that has some compassion to it, along with that edge of how can I improve? What am I learning here? How can I make this better? So have a listen next week for that. But before that, if you just are like, gosh, I don't have the esteem, I really don't think that I'm enough. I really don't think that I'm worthy. I don't like myself. I'm awful. Catherine, have you met me? Okay, I've got just the thing for you. It is a 30-day self-love challenge. You can sign up for it today. The sooner you sign up for it, the better, because once you sign up, you'll get a welcome email, and then the next day, your challenge starts. And I think it's a really lovely challenge. I put a lot of time into it because I think a lot of us have this issue of we don't think that we're enough, and we totally are. And the more that we're able to love ourselves, the better able we are to care for everyone around us, and the better we are able to love everyone around us. So check out, I'll put a note in the show notes, or a link in the show notes, so you can go have a look at that. Every exercise or practice takes 15 minutes or less per day. There are tons of fun things. Of course, there's journaling, there's some meditation, there's also some dancing and listening to music and just noticing how you talk to yourself throughout the day, and then practical tips of how to shift that in a way that's really meaningful. So I would love for you to check that out, see if it's right for you. I'll drop the link in the show notes again. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait to talk to you next week. Take care. Bye.